Dollar Tree just put out new arrivals, and one item is currently limited to 5 per person because people are buying them by the case right at the register. Today I have a list of 26 items, and some prices you won't even believe. You'd be awesome if you like this video. 1. Vessel 24-ounce cold cup. This is the cup that people look at, flip the price up, and look back again because they don't believe it. $1.25, not $12.50, not $1.25 for something as thin as a piece of paper. The 24-ounce vessel has 2 versions taking social media by storm this summer. The matte soft touch lavender version feels smooth, exactly like the Starbucks cup you see people holding everywhere, while the chrome version is mirror shiny to the point of reflecting your entire face in the sun. Both are 24 ounces, enough ice for a whole long afternoon. The Elo Cup line, sold at Target for 10 times the price, can't even beat this grip and feel. The West Coast is sold out of chrome because of the reflective trend. The Midwest is hunting for lavender because this year's pastel tone is so hot. If you see it left on the shelf, don't stand there thinking long. 2. 3-wick scented candle. Bath & Body Works sells 3-wick candles of the same size for $26.95. Dollar Tree just put out a $5 price for 14 ounces of soy wax, 3 wicks, throwing enough scent to fill an entire living room. The sugared lemon scent is running out the fastest because buyers describe it as 90% identical to a high-end candle brand they prefer not to name. There was someone in a home decor group who bought sugared lemon home, lit it up, and then texted her friends asking if anyone knew Dollar Tree sold high-quality candles. Her friends didn't believe it until they saw the $5 price on the jar with their own eyes. Citrus raspberry is sweet and mellow, while Starfall has a deeper, warmer depth, suitable for the evening. The glass jars in 2026 are slightly thinner than last year's, so remember to place them on a coaster when burning for a long time. This is the kind you buy to use every day without holding back, and also the kind you buy a few more jars of to stock up on because this price isn't always around. 3. Flip & Fresh 4-piece storage set Retro Cherry. Out of the 5 patterns of the Flip & Fresh set, this is the hardest pattern to find. Each new shipment case only has 1 to 2 sets, and home decor bloggers are hunting everywhere because this 80s retro red cherry on a pink background style isn't anywhere else at a $1.50 price point. TJ Maxx and HomeGoods sell plastic containers with similar patterns from $4 and up, while Target's Room Essentials is $3.50 without having this nostalgic soul. The set includes 2 container bases and 2 lids, with a capacity of 4.2 cups, and the plastic is significantly harder than older lines. One thing to remember is to avoid using metal scouring pads on the lid because the silkscreen print peels off easily. Other than that, this is the type that is fine both on the kitchen counter and for taking photos, and rare enough that you cannot run into it twice. And for the next one, Dollar Tree has to limit the quantity each person can buy. When they start doing that, you know what's going on. 4. Mystery Dumplings Blind Box. Dollar Tree is applying a limit of 5 boxes per customer for this. That's a clear enough sign for you to know what's going on. Mystery dumplings are collectible blind boxes with extremely cute little dumpling characters. And since hitting shelves, unboxing videos have flooded social media. Its appeal is no less than Pop Mart's, but is $5 instead of up to $20. An 8-year-old girl in Florida opened her box for the first time, saw the character inside, and then turned to her mom, asking if they could go back to buy more, right at that moment, before even leaving the store. Shelves are usually empty after just a few hours. The only risk is that buying a lot might result in duplicate characters, because that's the nature of blind boxes. But if you just grab 1 to 2 boxes, this is the most fun unboxing experience this summer, at a price you don't even have to think about. 5. Heinz Ketchup Bottle Miniature Bag Charm. Kraft Heinz needs no further introduction. This keychain is an officially licensed miniature version of the national ketchup bottle, sharp to every millimeter, with the label printed in the correct font and that signature red color. The level of sophistication matches Zuru's Mini Brands line, yet the price is only $1.25 instead of $10 to $15. The miniature collecting community is hunting hard for it, and the black market price has already been pushed up 3 times in some online groups. Something to note is to avoid soaking it in water or using rubbing alcohol to wipe it down, because the glossy laminated paper label easily peels at the edges. Otherwise, this is the kind that you hook onto your handbag, carry your purse out, and hear people ask where you bought it. 6. Kraft Mac and Cheese Box Miniature Bag Charm. This yellow-orange Mac box is in the pantry of almost every American household, and now it's on your keychain. Official copyright from Kraft, accurately replicating every single edge of the traditional cardboard box. The DIY community is hoarding large quantities to craft into earrings and hair clips because the plastic frame is sturdy enough to be processed with drills and glue. Combined with the Heinz keychain, you have a whole classic American food duo on your keychain. The rectangular box shape has small, sharp corners, so if stuffed into tight jeans pockets, it feels a bit tight. But wearing it on a backpack or handbag causes no problems. The next group, just the first item, Dollar Tree employees don't dare put out on shelves because people are buying them by the case right at the register. I'm not kidding. 7. Hand Sanitizer Charm Case. Bath & Body Works sells pocket bag holders for $5 to $7, and that's just the case, not counting the hand sanitizer inside. Dollar Tree just brought in a flexible silicone version with pre-punched holes to attach customizable charms at the same price of $1.25 for the whole set. Employees at some stores mentioned they can't even put them on shelves in time because customers are buying them by the case right at the register. They come in a variety of colors, and you can switch out charms as you like, suitable to attach to backpacks, strollers, or work bags. The only thing to watch out for is that the small charm pieces can come loose if toddlers play roughly. But for adults, this is the cheapest way to get that Bath & Body Works vibe without paying the Bath & Body Works price. 8. Nostalgic American Brand Bag Charms. Bazooka Candy Brands is behind Ring Pop, officially licensed. For an icy, anyone who grew up in America recognizes that red and blue striped cup instantly. 2 items, 2 brands, both $1.25, and they are being wiped out in 2 different directions. The 80s and 90s generations are grabbing Ring Pop for someone they want to give it to. People spot icy right at the register and pick it up immediately without a second thought. Southern States sold out completely in less than a week. A member of a collector group said she bought both at the same time because she couldn't choose. At $2.50, you don't have to choose. Avoid exposing the galvanized chains of both to rain repeatedly, as they tarnish easily. And actually, Ring Pop, Icy Pop, Heinz, and Kraft all came in the same shipment batch. If you see all 4 on the shelf, take them all, because having one of each on your keychain looks way cooler than just one by itself. 9. Kids Facial Wipes 30-pack. With little kids in the house during summer, this pack is never a one-time purchase. Kids run in from the yard with sweat, dirt, and sunscreen all mixed on their faces before they even step inside. The 30-wipe pack is alcohol-free, contains aloe, and has thick fibers that won't shred when wiping hard, matching Huggies and Pampers in quality, but nobody can compete with the price. Parents and grandparents are buying them in bundles of 3 to 5 packs per trip, because at $1.25 a pack, bulk buying requires no calculation. The only thing to note is that the adhesive flap loses stickiness after repeated opening and closing, so press it down firmly after each use to keep the underlying wipes moist. Other than that, keep this in the car, backpack, or beach bag. You need it everywhere. And this is when I talk about the $1.25 Marvel Cup that sold out on its very first day on shelves in New York and Los Angeles. 10. Classic Spider-Man Comic Strip Animated Cup. Marvel doesn't sell a $1.25 plastic cup anywhere else. The Disney Store charges $6 to $8 and up for cups of the same size, and Toys R Us is even higher. Dollar Tree features a Spider-Man cup in a classic comic strip style, with official Marvel licensing, sharp printing, BPA-free virgin plastic, a secure screw-top lid, and a hard plastic straw. It is over 80% cheaper than specialty toy stores and entirely safe for little kids. The first day it hit shelves in major cities, the shelves went empty. It lacks double-wall insulation, so the cup sweats on the outside when holding ice water. But at $1.25, That's not an issue you need to think about for long. 11. Lay's Stacks Potato Crisps. PepsiCo sells Lay's Stacks at Walmart for $1.68 for the exact same canister. In 2026, Dollar Tree is selling it for $1, marked straight down from the previous $1.50. That is the lowest price for Lay's Stacks nationwide to date, and American housewives are hauling them by the case, 3 to 5 canisters per trip. All 3 flavors, original, sour cream, and BBQ, are available. The rigid plastic canister protects the crisps from crushing during travel, and the familiar rich flavor guarantees no complaints. This is the real PepsiCo brand, not an imitation. Those with high blood pressure should manage their intake, but otherwise, this is the simplest deal on today's list. A familiar brand, a price that crushes supermarkets, and it's available today. 12. Flip and Fresh 4-piece storage set. These 4 patterns arrived at the same time, and each draws a different crowd. The middle-aged crowd loving minimalist style cleared out lemon and navy first, because that classic color combo never looks dated, whether on the kitchen counter or in the fridge. Young housewives photograph strawberry to post in Dollar Tree moms groups before even getting home. The soft pink floral sold out in the Midwest early this summer because it looks way more expensive than its actual price. Red Stripe sees a 150% sales spike whenever barbecue and camping season kicks off. All are $1.50 for the 4-piece set, with a 4.2 cup capacity and plastic significantly sturdier than Target's Room Essentials, which Target sells for $3.50. Use a soft sponge to protect the print. If you see all 4 on the shelf at once, it's restock day. Grab them before they're gone. 13. Sterilite Acrylic Round Ice Cube Tray. Round ice melts slower than regular square cubes. That's why high-end bars use round molds, and it's why people are buying this $6 Sterilite Acrylic Round Ice Cube Tray to drop into their 24-ounce vessel cups and then filming videos to post in home cafe groups. The full set includes a thick acrylic round mold tray, a large ice bin, and a scoop. Genuine Sterilite merchandise, not a no-name brand. There is a video in a home cafe group showing someone dropping a round ice cube from this tray into a vessel cup, pouring in cold brew, and just watching it. No talking. That video has over 400,000 views. Viewers understand why. HomeGoods and Bed Bath & Beyond sell similar sets for up to $20. Filling the 2 interlocking halves requires a slightly steady hand to avoid spilling, but you get used to it after 1 or 2 tries. This is a buy once, use forever item, and $6 for genuine Sterilite is a no-brainer. And right next is another genuine Sterilite item, this time tackling that under-sink kitchen cabinet that you shut the door on and pretend doesn't exist. 14. Frosted Sterilite Cabinet Organizer. You know that under-sink cabinet? Closing it and pretending not to see is the most common fix. The $4 Frosted Sterilite Cabinet Organizer features a front cutout design to pull out and grab items without lifting the whole bin out, boasting the same plastic quality and thickness as Sterilite items sold at Walmart and Target, but about 30% cheaper. Buy them in pairs of 2 to 4 to unify the entire cabinet space. Cleaners in one bin and floor supplies in another, with a designated spot for everything. The only thing to do before buying is measure your cabinet height and depth because the bin is quite large. Once measured, this is $4 that turns a messy corner neat that very day. No further planning is needed. 15. Oasis 4-Compartment Vanity Organizer. For the first time, Dollar Tree has a 4-compartment version of the makeup organizer, and organized home groups on social media reacted the moment it appeared. It features thick, clear acrylic plastic and 4 compartments of varying heights to sort everything from Q-tips and cotton pads to lipsticks and mascara. The Container Store sells similar 4-compartment trays starting at $8, while this one is $1.25 and 95% identical in looks and function. Once placed on the vanity, it looks completely different, and when guests walk in, they'll ask where you bought it instead of guessing Dollar Tree. Avoid rubbing it with sharp metal objects since clear plastic easily leaves faint scratches. Other than that, there is no reason not to grab it today. 16. 3-pack mini portion control snack containers. 3 mini containers with lids cost $1.50 for the set, and the meal prep community uses them to portion out food without weighing every meal. The compact size is ideal for nuts, seasonings, and thick sauces to bring to work or picnics. Those on keto and low-carb diets find this the simplest solution to control portions without investing in expensive Tupperware sets. A user in a meal prep group said she uses this set to pre-portion nuts and sauces the night before, so in the morning she just tosses them into her work bag. No weighing, no measuring, no thinking. That is the convenience $1.50 buys. And for the next one, I have never seen these cashews at Dollar Tree before. Keto folks grab them immediately, and I understand why. 17. Tidbit Cashews and Espresso Trail Mix. Tidbit Dill Cashews hitting Dollar Tree marks the first time premium herb cashews have stepped into the dollar store, and the keto and low-carb crowd noticed. The nuts are large, even, and crunchy, with a novel dill flavor enough to pull snackers out of their regular salted cashew comfort zone. Under the same Tidbit brand, there is also the Espresso Trail Mix, combining dried fruit and nuts with chocolate-covered coffee beans, which is scoring high on office snack review forums for being both delicious and wakeful for mornings. Planters is the direct competitor in this segment but costs much more. Espresso Trail Mix contains natural caffeine, so avoid eating it at night, while the cashews don't have that limit. A $2.50 price tag for a whole week of snacks. Planters doesn't have that number. 18. Summer Freeze Pops. A bag of 10 to 12 pops for $1. No major supermarket can compete with this number in the summer. A family in Texas buys 3 bags every week, all summer long. Not because they lack the money for something else, but because the kids keep opening and closing the fridge until they see that colored bag. The ingredients contain a lot of sugar and food coloring, so limit it for little kids to protect teeth. But for adults, this is the cheapest way to have a cool afternoon in the backyard. This is the fastest turning item at the Dollar Tree food aisle in summer, and it's also the kind you shouldn't wait until next time to grab because shelves are usually empty before you can return. The next group. The first one has a color that went out of stock last year, and people are still looking for it. 19. Rose Wall Hook with Gold Accents. The gray version went out of stock last year, and people are still looking for it to this very day. That is all you need to know about how highly hunted the Rose Wall Hook with Gold is. Premium plastic molded to look like metal with sharp gold-painted trim, holding weights up to 5 pounds. Looking like something bought from Anthropologie rather than a dollar store. Place 3 on an empty wall space at the entryway, mixing black, gray, and white. And the result makes guests coming into the house ask what decor shop you bought them from. The adhesive on the back is very strong, so when you want to remove it, be careful to avoid peeling the wall paint. But if you plan to hang it permanently, this is the type where one placement is all it takes. 20. Diamond Painting Bookmark Kit. Sitting and reading at night while your hands keep wanting to do something extra. That is why the $1.25 Diamond Painting Bookmark Kit is currently the most popular craft gift in middle-aged women's book clubs across America. The kit comes full of materials. There is no need to buy extra accessories outside, and the finished product is a sparkling bookmark that is both beautiful and usable daily. Michael sells a similar kit for up to $8, while this one is only 1/5 of that cost. The diamond beads are ultra small in size, so they require a focused workspace and must be kept out of reach of children under 3 years old. Other than that, this is the kind where you finish one and want to do another, and at $1.25, buying a few extra kits to back up is a completely reasonable decision. 21. Character Hand Loofah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just restocked this week and the shelf is being wiped clean. Not because kids demand it, but because housewives know that licensed Nickelodeon or Marvel merchandise at Dollar Tree doesn't come in often, and when it does, it doesn't stay long. Smart double-sided design, one plush cotton side to wipe hands and one mesh scrub side to lather, printed with officially licensed characters including SpongeBob, Paw Patrol, and TMNT. Place it right next to a fruit-shaped hand soap bottle, and you have a whole lively sink corner enough to get kids into the bathroom on their own without being reminded. Hang it in a well-ventilated area after use, preferably in direct sunlight to avoid holding musty odors. And if you see TMNT left on the shelf, don't leave it behind, because it might not be there next week. 22. Amber Glow Hand and Body Lotion. Sunkissed Citrus sold out before the other 2 scents in the same shipment, and buyers describe it as 90% identical to a high-end luxury perfume they prefer not to name. That is why this scent burns out constantly, while Aqua and Lemon are still on the shelf. The improved 2026 Amber Glow formula absorbs into the skin in 30 seconds, leaving no greasy residue. Feel under muggy weather, and that is a point where budget Vaseline or Jergens at Walmart cannot do as well in the summer. Buy the full set of 3 scents to change with your mood, or place them in 3 different spots: the desk, the car, and the kitchen, for a total cost of $3.75. Deep moisturizing during winter in cold northern states is only average, so it needs repeated applications. But in this summer heat, there is nothing to complain about. 23. Single Beauty Sponge with Breathable Stand. The included plastic stand is what makes this product stand out. The open-hole design allows air circulation from all angles, drying the sponge completely after washing without mold buildup inside. Exactly the hygiene standard Real Techniques sells at many times the price. Beauty creators constantly feature this in budget beauty tip videos because the breathable stand is a feature most cheap sponge sets lack. Soak it thoroughly in water before use to achieve maximum softness for blending foundation. Do not use it while dry and stiff. Combine it with the Oasis 4-compartment tray, and you have a clean, medical-grade vanity corner for a total cost of $2.50. 3 more items, all $1.25. There is one I put at the sink, and guests always mistake it for decor. No one guesses it's soap. 24. 3-piece makeup sponge set. CVS and Walgreens sell a single makeup sponge for a price equal to or higher than this $1.25 price point, and Dollar Tree is giving you 3 in the same pack. The set of 1 large and 2 small has a clear division of labor: the large sponge for the full face, and the 2 small sponges delicately handling the eye corners and nose wings where the large one can't reach. Housewives are buying in bulk to split into gift sets for daughters or friends for the holidays. Because the packaging is compact, the price causes no pressure, and everyone can use them. It absorbs slightly more foundation than expensive silicone sponges, making it use a bit more makeup, but with the savings from the sponge set, that difference is negligible. This is the kind to buy a few extra sets of to keep in the closet as backups, because $1.25 for 3 is a no-brainer. 25. Fruit-shaped hand soap containers. These pineapple and strawberry-shaped soap dispensers look more like decor than hand soap, and that is exactly why they are outselling regular soap bottles on the same shelf. Soft soap competes on the quality of the soap inside, but for packaging design, nothing in this price segment does it like this. Don't throw this bottle away when it runs out of soap. Refill it with lotion to keep using, or just leave it empty on the kitchen windowsill to make the kitchen look completely different. No one guesses that it came from Dollar Tree. 26. Markdown bakery and dessert items. Only 50 cents. Not a special weekend sale, not a coupon. Simply, Dollar Tree clears shelves fast, and you profit if you know where to look. Bread and desserts from familiar brands, completely intact in quality, with only 2 to 3 days of shelf life left, so they must mark down deeply to rotate stock. This is not low-quality inventory. This is good merchandise placed at the wrong time, and you are buying at the right moment. Buy it to use the same day, or put it straight into the freezer to use gradually. Frozen bread keeps for a whole week without changing in quality. Combine it with the $1 Lay's Stacks canister, and you have an entire afternoon snack for a total of $1.50. Not everyone entering Dollar Tree sees this shelf, because it is usually located in the back corner of the food aisle. But expert haulers know it's the first stop every time they enter the store. Dollar Tree changes stock every week, meaning today's list could be completely different next week. Whatever item you see left on the shelf is luck, not a given. I have seen people stand there regretting not grabbing it while it was there.